There you go. So yeah, the loads that they're offering now that have been paying, like 3 years ago, loads were paying like $2,200 from Paris, Texas to like North Carolina, and that would pay $2,200. Now that pays $900. These loads have been paying about $25, right? So they're dropping them by $700. So they have a big exodus of truckers going out the industry that are American and truckers that are non-American. So what I see is they lost somehow and got their route back, because I don't know why they did it, but I know what they're doing. They didn't lose the money. They didn't lose the account or drop the account pay over the course of 4 years down that much. What they've done was take it. They're taking that money. That's my opinion. And I can still run them and still make okay money if I have the load back. As soon as they touch that load back and drop it by like $1,000, it's over for me. Financially, I can't do it, and I'm not going to run 3,400 miles and make $1,500 to an owner-operator truck. That's absurd. So this stuff has got to iron itself out. I can't be in the industry if it's going to be like this. I really can't. It's got to iron itself out first, and I can't seem to make myself run loads that I've been running for 3 years at a certain pay, and then all of a sudden it just drops right off like a log, which it did 3 years ago. It did it as soon as Biden got in office. As soon as he got in office, loads just went pew pew. I mean, they knew what they were doing. So, but anyhow, this load that I just had, like I said, canceled. I backed into the door. They're like, "Oh, we're sorry." So I expect Tanu pay for that. Like that, my truck showed up. I expect to get paid. And then the one before that, when I accepted it, all it did was continually book the load all night long. So for 24 hours, it's been doing that. I accepted that yesterday. I mean, I'm glad I didn't get it, but so now I'm just going to drive the 900 miles home empty. I'm going to drive that way. And this is the other reason why I don't do this. I fly. I have to fly. Because by the time you figure out how to get home, you've wasted a day or two to get there to figure out how to get a load to get home. It can cancel, just like it did. And then you're trying to figure a way to get back. And those loads don't pay but $75, $85, $1.20, $1.50. That's not covering the cost of what you need to do with the truck. So I just decided, a long time ago, that the best way to do everything is just, hey man, fly, and be done with it. But if what they're doing now is they're cutting my personal paycheck down by a lot, by 33%. So you're telling me I should take a pay cut for 33% now that I just took a pay cut a couple years ago, but now I'm taking another one. That's a pay cut of 33% profit, like profit-wise. And now I've got to think about whether I even want to be in trucking at all. Do I want to keep doing it? And I'm sure I'll try it. I'm sure I'll go try the route, see what it really pays, see if I still got my setup back that pays the same, or if they're going to cut that by a tremendous amount. And like I said, as soon as they do that, I'm not running this truck for half price of what I just had before. 33% is a lot, but some of it I can deal with, you know what I mean? Like there's a number I can deal with as long as I'm running 33,000 miles a week. I can deal with a certain number. When it dips below that, I can't deal with it. And I'm not running 3,000 miles for $2,000 to the truck. I'm not even doing it for $2,500. I won't run if I'm not profiting over $1, at least $1 a mile. I'm not even going to do it. Somebody else will do it. I know they will, but I'm not. I'm not going backwards every single year. I'm not going backwards every single time they decide they want to do some major change. And they put this filler out to see if somebody will run the loads for that price. And I told them, I said, look, I don't know if I'll run it or not. I'll try it, but I've got to have the setup I want. I'm not running overnight, and I've also got to have what I have already. And if I lose that or lose pay on that, then that agreement would change. But
Ricky Cool said, "Are you on the phone?"
Yeah. Yeah, Ricky.
Welcome to Ricky Cool.
Well, I'm also explaining it to you guys too. I mean, it's not always like trying to do what you just said and sit at home and say F trucking because I need to. I need to let it iron itself out, but then I lose my truck, I won't come back out. I know I won't. I'm tired of this shit, dude. I'm tired of being almost there and then getting screwed. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But, right. It would be nice to have it paid for. It'd be different. It would be a different story. But I've got so much money. Like, as soon as the truck's paid for, I automatically am going to save, like, about $900. Oh, my gosh. I can't listen to you, bitch, for 2 years. Goodness gracious. Gosh, damn. I don't want to... Why don't you make the money in stocks and pay it off for me, man? Don't make me do all the hard work. Oh, okay. Well, you have options, man. You don't have to listen. You're like, I'm done with this son of a bitch today. But, you know, a lot of it's not... I get a lot of it's not in my control. I do know that. But it's just absurd, man, to watch these things unfold at the same time you're losing truck drivers like water. You know, on both sides, Americans and foreigners, you're just losing them. Like, and they're going to keep the only ones that come back into the industry are new, naive, young truckers. That's it. Guaranteed. They promise the world. You know, oh, I'm going to pay you $2,000 a week. And they're like, this is amazing. I'm going to make $100,000 a year. I'm going. And they get out there and then they realize, oh, so they changed all this crap back up. So all this stuff changed now. Like now. Like, when are you coming back to work type stuff? You know, like, this happened now. We got them now. That's insane. Hold on. Yeah. Dangerous. Yep. Hey, man. No, I'm glad you figured it out. I didn't want to just bust your bubble, but I'm glad you figured it out. F those small stocks. Don't play with them things. Yeah. I guess that'd be nice about it. It's just common sense would tell you to do what you're doing. Yeah. Ooh-wee. See, I'm trying to get it figured out, man. I'm trying to get it figured out. You know, I'm trying to get the stocks, you know, worked through. And yeah, there's days where I make a little money on stocks. I make five. Like, I make double, triple what you're saying, but then there's days that I lose it. So what you're saying is, if I've already made $300, I should sell it all. Right? Yeah. Like Nike. Yeah. Nike. Yeah, see, they say these loads start this week. Now, where are they at? That's what I want to know. Well, where are they at? Because shoot, where I would have ran one over and then down. It's faster that way. Right. Right. And then all this new technology they got out, they'll know everything. We talked about it already. They'll know. The dumbass is supposed to show up at the house and say, hey, man, put your phone right here. Let's go for a walk in the woods. Oh, man. You know, like, if you have XM radio, they can track your ass, right? Like, and they do license plate readers. So if you're on the turnpike or somewhere that has cameras, boom, license plate reader. They got where you're at. The only way to get out of that, hell, even the back roads, some of them have it. But you're going to get caught. Whoever you are, if they want you, you're gone. You're caught. Nowadays. Now, 10, 15 years ago, maybe not. But nowadays, yeah. That's why you don't hear about a lot of stuff, I think. They just get them. But I think that I have about 20 months left of payments, and that's a lot of weeks and a lot of money. It's a lot, man. I know. Well, I like I said, I'm willing to take the big 33% hit on my pay. That's what I'm saying.
Ricky Cool said don't forget all the police cars that have cameras on them that can see all the license plates.
I know, man. But as long as I can, even if I take a 30% pay cut per week profit-wise, let's say you make $1,000 and you just lost $300. That's hard. It hurts. It hurts. But if you're making, $10,000 and now you're at $7,000, it hurts, but not as bad. You still be all right. You should still be all right, damn. But if you're making $7,000 or $8,000, you can drop it down to $3,000, and then drop it down to $1,500. You might as well call it quits. That's what I mean by that. So, hey, wait. Is there a truck? There is. There's a scale house open up here, or there's a scale house here, and it don't even say it's open. It don't say squat diddly do. I didn't even know it was there. It didn't even tell me to go in or nothing. It didn't say squat to me. Huh. That's weird. Just bypassing the gas. Hell, I don't know. Everybody else is doing it. Follow the crowd. I am. I'm following the crowd. There's one scale house down. But anyhow, man, I'm not saying it's that devastating. As long as I got a setup, that's important. And as long as I got that one back, that's real important. And I take the risk of running out there empty or loaded every single time to pick a load up. I'm not guaranteed to load, and I think people think I'm guaranteed to load because I'm always getting it.
Ricky Cool said closed.
But I'm not. And I told him, I said, look, I put all the risk into this. You got to do the same thing. I can't tell you anything else. I don't know how to say it. You get what I mean? Like when I'm off, somebody wants my loads. Somebody wants exactly what I'm running. They want the exact same thing. If I'm off, they're going to try to do it if they can. So You get what I'm saying. You're setting loads up off low boards. This was a specific run that I made, and another guy called. His name's Q. Me and him are the ones that made this run, and me and him were always talking back and forth running. He's the only guy I know that runs as hard as I do. Him and Shane. The other guys out there, man, they're just, babying it, just babying it. Oh man, I don't know, man. But anyhow. No, I'm talking into the microphone. Apple earbud. Oh, it gets in and out. Yeah, sorry. That's what you hear. All right. Yeah. Well, let me get out of this slow stuff here, guys.
Ricky Cool said you need sponsors like they do in NASCAR with stickers.
Yeah. Sounds great, man. Sounds great. Alright, man. A little later. Hold on just a second, man. I gotta get everything organized here. Yeah, I was that so I can explain it. That load that I accepted yesterday, that was 3 hours away, it never went through. It's like I accepted it and it continually booked it all night and never gave it to me. But I'm like, it's on me. So I messaged them this morning. They're like, oh, that's some other driver got that. I was like, well, I asked for it, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue with you. I get on the low board and look, and I was like, okay, well, there's a couple of good loads. One of them went to, Atlanta, and I was like, I'll take that one. And I tried to book it, and it did the same thing. So I sent them a message and said, hey, I booked it. I don't know what's going on, but let me know what to do, because it's 2 hours from now. But I get over there and back into the door, and they're preparing to load me, and they're like coming out and saying, hey, that load canceled. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna drop the trailer then, right here, if that's cool. And they said, yeah. And then I get that message about they're starting to run to the same place I used to all the time again. Instead of the cutting $600-700 off the top. That's what they're doing. So I know. But the whole problem with that is you could run those loads, and the problem is they don't have loads over there to run back. And if they do run back, they don't work. The only one that did would pay like $500, and that's not even $1 a mile. So that one's not there either. But the problem with it is you would have to run out there, and if you're dedicated on the lane, you're running out there and then running back empty. If you do that at that cost, you can't make money. You're bringing home $1,200 and running 35 or 3,400 miles. So it doesn't work. The only way it works is if I have that other load that I got, and then it doesn't drop by $1,000. If they took $500 off the top of that, they're crippling me, pretty much. I'll still do it. I probably would still do it for a little bit, but I don't want to drop. The pay's already dropped with that one load by 33% profit, and that's what the load I have back. If they drop that off and it goes to 50%, I mean, you might as well not even drive. I get it's still money, but you get what I mean. So, bare bones, bare minimum. There's a number I can't go below, and it's not small. But when I first started driving, it was $2,000 a week. It was a little over that, and that stayed like that for 5 years. And then I got it to go up a little bit, and then, it is what it is now. But I have a feeling they're paying attention. They're watching. I think they're watching me. I'm dead serious. Because they're all over my butt about some stuff. But all of them are. And I'm like, I don't understand why you guys are bothering me, man. I'm not a company driver. Why are you calling me and worried about stupid stuff that doesn't mean anything to you? So they're watching. Does that make sense? They're watching. I know. And when I started doing that, I started making the money with the route. They took it away. They tried to take it away a long time ago. And then I started doing it again recently. And now they're like, wait, let's drop some of the pay off this. Somebody's trying to take my load when I'm gone too, and I can't guarantee them anything. I said, you just got to do it. And I did all the work. Like, I've been driving empty miles over to that load, whether I know I got it or not. And what you're asking me is to guarantee you something I can't. You either take the risk like I do or shut up, because I did all the work. I told you what to do. Show up. You'll probably get a load. I ain't guaranteeing nothing, but because I can't guarantee it for myself. But I mean, why would I do all the work and then hand it to you? Well, yeah, well, I mean, I'm not trying to do that, and the guy there doesn't want to mess with it either, and I don't want to bother him. So I said, hey, you just got, if you have something over there, show up. What you got, what he has right now, he shouldn't stop doing. I don't want to tell him that. But he already has something better than what I got. It doesn't pay as much, but you're running 2,000 miles, not 3,400. It pays almost the same as mine, and I'm running 3,400. Why would you want to go over there and do that? But I know. Yep. But anyhow, I mean, I told him, you should stick with what you got. They pay better, and if you want what I got, they're cutting it back anyway, so you're not going to get any more. It's pointless, and it's risky too, because if you miss one load, your paycheck goes to complete trash, and that's, I get people trying to make more money or cut back or whatever, but these loads have been paying before 2020 the same amount. That makes no sense why they would cut it back like that. And they've done it with everything. So all I can say is I'd probably make more money trading stops, to be honest with you. A lot less time. And it's not guaranteed, so it's scary. But I mean, I don't know. It's not always guaranteed. It's scary. You have to put time and effort into that. But heck, I do it while I'm driving and before I start working and after I'm done. So I could probably do a lot better if I focused on it without the stress of trucking in a way. So, but anyhow, I'm headed down, and it's gonna take me forever. Like, if I came straight there, it says I get there at midnight, but I don't think I will. It's too many miles. It'll be close. Why don't you just put it on your other one and pay for it? The money's there, pay for it. No. Well, they came out. Some of them. Yeah, but we'll be alright. You can do it. This is like perfect timing coming home, because I need to get the stuff out of the truck in case I need to give up. So. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Put it in there. Well, yeah. I sure wish I would have kept that one thing that I had before. But anyhow. Oh man. I am in Kentucky now, and it says, like I said, I have 830 miles to go. But I'll knock out 700 and something today, so I won't be very far behind that tomorrow. I guess when I get back out, I'll figure this out, but I'm pretty much at, if I do these loads, I want what I have. I don't want some late crap. I don't want overnight crap. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. Anyway, so. It's everybody, though. But it is. It is. It is. Every single time that I started making decent good money in the truck on a route, they got rid of that route and made it a company route if they could possibly do it. With the one that I was doing before, they cannot do it without making it a teams, which costs them more money, so they can't do it. So they've tried doing everything they can do, and the only thing they could do is just knock the price of the load down more. But there's nobody doing this. There's only one or two people that even know about it, that can even do it. And if I sat here and told people, and on a live, or any of my friends, or anybody that drives truck, hey man, I'm bringing home $6,000-$7,000 a week, no problem, every week, they would want to know how, where, and try to get it. That's what they would do, because but that was something that you could make before years ago, like 4, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, before COVID, after COVID, and in COVID, you could make that as an owner-operator over the road OTR. You would make that amount of money. Between, your truck would make anywhere between $8,000 and $12,000 per week. You would profit whatever you didn't use for expenses and maintenance and whatever else. And I tried to explain to people that you need to make so much money because you spend so much money. And then if you're not making it and you get in the bind, you don't have it, you're done. And it's real easy to happen. And it's real easy. And you can. Yeah. I know. I have been. Like I did that, the fellow that wanted my help. Yeah. Well, I know. That's why I don't talk about the stocks other than the percentages. For 10 hours and stop. I gotta get a shower. I feel so dirty. Miami. Now I gotta go through Knoxville, Chattanooga, Atlanta. I didn't want to do that. So, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain. Well, Amazon's got a bad reputation for hiring cheap labor, so that's what you get. I'm not saying accidents don't happen; they do. But there's a lot. Do you know how dental people aren't right? They're not paying attention. People aren't paying attention to the numbers. If you had 12 wrecks, semi-wrecks, like 2 years ago in Colorado, but now you got 64 last year and 37 this year, there's a problem. A major problem at that. That's a big difference. And yeah, accidents happen. We all know that. But do they happen that consistently? No. No, they don't. Are they that major? No. And the one problem is that you see these truck drivers when you drive down the road with their foot, because you're driving an automatic, you don't need both hands and both feet. You have one available of both. So they put their foot up on the windowsill, their hand on their phone, and I don't even know why they don't put it in the cradle. You get caught doing that, that's $10,000. That's a fine for them if they are owner operator. Yeah, but that's what they're doing. Riding down the road like they're on a couch somewhere, kind of there, kind of not. And then when something pops up, can't react to it. Like right now, there's not a lot of traffic around. I could probably do whatever I want. Safely, I don't do it, but you could just sit there and play around, whatever. But they're doing it all the time. It don't matter if they're in Atlanta, in the middle. I've seen people do stupid stuff constantly in trucks. The cars do it all the time, and the truck is a little bit. But anyhow, all they got to do is pay more and have more strict rules. Maybe go back to stick shifts. Make sure that you can't put this overweight person that's never even drove a big SUV or even healthy enough to even get their CDL really yet, but they're just so overweight that you don't know how they got their CDL, and they're in that job and they can't even touch the pedals. And you're like, I don't know how some of these people pass their physical. That's all I mean. And everybody's overweight. I'm not trying to say they're not. That's funny. Yeah. Well, things went ballistic this morning on everything. For some, I don't know how long the market or the government's going to be closed, but the markets don't give a damn. The government's closed. They don't care. And like AMD went up like $40 or $50 today, just on AI, some kind of AI thing that they did deal or something. But I know. Yeah, I'm not going to take my paycheck either, guys. Just line my pockets with the stock market money. They definitely do that because, when you look at some of these people when they get into office, they don't have any money. And when they walk away, they got tens of millions of dollars. And you're like, dang, how'd you get there? I know how they got there. They put the whole thing about stocks and everything. you're really just playing around until you get to $100,000. And most people are just playing around, including myself. Once you get to $100,000, that's where the real game begins, because you can make real money. And you should, and you should make real money fairly quickly. And if you're making 15 or 20%, that's 15, 20 grand a year. But I've already made 100. So if you make 100% and you got 5,000, now you got 10, you make 100%, you'll get to that point where I'm talking about, and then it will really matter, because you can make in 6 months, you could possibly double that again, and that's more money than you need to live off of. At least most people, not everybody, but it's enough to survive. So that's why I keep saying stuff about silver and everything else, because it's already gone up 40% this year. So that's it's enough to live off of if you have enough. And it doesn't always do that, but so I guess I don't have a choice but to keep trying. As long as I get that number in the truck, as long as it's over what I need. I don't mind driving the 3,400 miles and getting paid. It doesn't matter if I have one paycheck that's really, really good and the next paycheck is in. As long as I can survive off of it, and I'm not working every day of the month, every day of the year to survive. So as long as I can take that time off. But anyhow. Well, if I own the truck, the payment per week automatically drops down by $900. That's not just the payment for the truck. That's for insurance and everything else. Then on top of that, I have a maintenance that it's about $350 a week, $300 to $350 depending on the miles. It can be $400 or $450 sometimes, but those two combined, and you're going to still need the maintenance, but those two combined is a big drop. So these loads still pay really well if I take them, even with the drop. And if you own the truck, completely different, because then you can put an extra $1,000 a week, or maybe every other week, just do $500, take the extra money, put $500 a week towards a new truck, or something, instead of the 400 extra that goes in your pocket. You just start doing 5, so you automatically just start making money better, in my opinion. And as long as you're saving for a new truck or engine rebuild, you'll be okay. It's like $25,000 a year is what you're trying to save for an engine rebuild, and you won't need it right away. But so anyhow, that's where most of the stuff that I have extra goes, into the truck or into paying it off. But anyhow, you'll be able to run the 2 weeks for sure, no more, no less. You won't have to run no more than 2 weeks. I would. I mean, and then when you went home, you wouldn't be behind. You wouldn't be thousands of dollars in the hole. You just go home and come back out. Oh, there's love right there. You get a shower. I think this is a dirty love. I don't even know which one it is. Yeah, I ain't going there. I showered there before one time. There'll be plenty more. Oh, the next one's even worse. Ugh. Anyhow. Well, I'll let you go do your thing, babe. I will. I haven't been doing it recently, but when I make, like 2 or 3% off of a stock, it's not a lot of money. It's like very, very little, honestly. But I have been taking it every time the next day. So I got to start doing that again because for some reason I'm not in the truck. I need to be making something. $100 a day ain't enough. I know it's not, but it's something. If I can get it. 1,000 would be a lot better, right? I'm not gonna worry about it, but I'll let you go. It's starting to rain anyway. Alright. Let's turn these lights on. Now I gotta pick a place to go to shower. Alright, we're back. Jack. Welcome back, Jack. Hey, man. Hey, man. As my stock's blowing up. Oh! Oh! It's time to sell it, make some money back. Row! Oh, that'd be nice, dude. Sell it up about what I need to live off of this week. Yeah. Alright, now I gotta figure out where to go to shower. I probably should have stopped there, but it's too early. I need to run a couple more hours before I stop. I think I might be able to jump right through like Atlanta or something. And I just got to time this right. So I got to time it right. So I want to get into Knoxville first, which should be before rush hour traffic, and then through it. But then you got to worry about all the way from Knoxville to through Chattanooga and Atlanta is kind of busy. But we'll get it. Let's see. I think Knoxville's like 3 hours, so that'd be like right around rush hour traffic, I guess. And then I could stop after that, like somewhere down. I know where I could stop. Loudon. Loudon, there's a new Love's there. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop in Loudon. So that's on the other side of Knoxville, past the traffic. There's a new Love's right there. They built it like a year and a half ago or something, maybe 2 years ago. Pretty sure. So I'm gonna go there. There's my plan. Bam. I'll wash my dirty butt. Everything's sticking to me like just ha. Ha. Right? Hey man, hey yo, NC. I hope you're paying attention, dog. Oh snap! Oh snap! Better answer your phone. Better answer that phone. losing out. Sorry, bud. You're losing out. You're losing out. Sorry, bud. You didn't answer. Oh no. It's shooting to the moon. I don't know. It's not a lot. 63, 64, 65, 70, $1. No, I'm just kidding. It did hit 63 though. Yeah, right? That's the kind of video you need to put up there. I forgot my password. Son of a... I lost millions. I lost millions. No, you didn't. Hey, right? I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure somebody got in there like, I can't believe that I made all that money today and I didn't even see it go up and down, and now I'm out millions of dollars. I didn't even make it. I don't know, dude. It jumped up quite a bit for me. I got 18. 18. Yeah, I don't know how much you got out of that one, but I had 500 and I was holding and holding and holding and holding, and it went down. I was pissed. I was like, you son of me. But it was holding. Now it's up good. I mean, that's a pretty good run to 62 cents. What's that mean? I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know if you should sell that or not. I really don't know. Like, it's... Okay, good. Alright, good. Well, you were up on it, right? Oh, okay. That doesn't matter. Did you keep any of it? Alright, that's fine. Move on. That's okay. Keep on. Now, this OPTT, I'm not sure, man. I told you it was risky, but it did go by and pass 60 cents. That's a positive. I know, right? I mean, I'm up on it too, man. It just went from negative to positive quite a bit. I was just sitting here talking about all the stuff that I need to do and the pay and the money and this and that. That's all I need this stock to do is just keep going up. Let's see if we can get this card. Oh, did you just sell it? It jumped up another penny. It just jumped up again. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. You made profit, right? Well, I'm up a little bit on it. Yeah, just a measly 10% now. Probably. I can't really tell. Hey man, there it goes, another penny. It's up another penny. Wow. It's just shooting right up. I told you, hold on, maybe you shouldn't sell it yet. Because it broke 360, it's gonna come back down, but if it can go to 70, not today. It might. They're building some in there. Wow. I like that. I like the zeros behind that. Really? I like it, man. It's nice. Oh, man, that's really nice. You know how many I got, right? Yeah, I got 1 0 1 8 0 0 0 0. I got a lot. I don't know how much. It's up 10%. That's all I'm up. I'm not up that much. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, really, really close to that. Above or below, I don't know. But I was just hoping for something like this. That's it. It's going to come back down now. Like, you didn't sell it at a bad point, I don't think. And it's going to have to really get some traction to see the next leg up, which would be, like, dude, we've done this twice now. I'm not going to keep playing with you, buddy. You're going to have to move. Come on. twice, you have to move over, man. There you go. Something, anything. We keep doing this. Sorry, man. Like they've stopped me from passing them and getting over to the left twice. Now you can move over to the right like I'm doing, and like you're supposed to. Simple. Then they bend their neck all the way back behind their chair and look up at me like I'm mad at them or something. No, I'm just trying to get your attention to, pass and move or do something like that. So that's it. Pop up your cruise control a hair, move over to the right, pass somehow, do something. Yo, maybe it's going to 70 cents, dude. What do you think? You think so? You think it's going over the dollar? Right. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, maybe. I hope it does. I mean, an ideal scenario for me in that is that it does go above $1 and I can hold my horses on it until it does. But I'm not saying that it'll happen. When I run my live like this, man, it sure is quiet. I don't mind it. Not at all. But it sure is quiet. I stopped into Joey's live last night, and he said that somebody helped him get a check mark, so he helped me get mine. He said it was real simple. He did it for me. He put my email address or whatever, my channel name or whatever. I don't know. That's what he said. He said he got it done for me. Right? I don't think you can do it for everybody, but yeah, you do. Well, move, car. I'm not doing this shit, dude. Move. Move. Like, what kind of bullshit is that, man? I wish you guys could see everything that I go through out here. Like, they can't see the sides of my truck. That's so much bullshit right there. I just passed you, so you speed up, and I have to slow down to get behind you. Like, it's pretty simple. I know you don't want to be behind me, so go faster. Or get over to the right. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. Go above this. There you go. That's all I'm asking, man. Go faster or move over. We're not allowed in the left lane. Get in the left lane. That's fine with me. Well, you made money off that one too then, right? Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, long story short, even if that OPTT does go to $1, it's going to take multiple days, maybe even a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, then I should sell it. I should get rid of it. That's good. Really, really, really good. So, yeah, that's really good. It's risky. I told you it was. But, yeah. Good. So, yeah, we might be going to 65, 70 65.70 on that stock would be pretty nice, man.
Julia said hello, Flip. At
Hey,
work
what's up,
also
Julia?
have a safe run. We'll catch you later on.
Yes.
Welcome to Julia.
They're in. It's not always talking. I think. Yeah, I think I'm in. Almost every time. Almost every week, every day. I will do my best. Drive safe and be careful. Well, man, can you believe that they tried to give me? They're offering the loads back now. No, and then they're dropping the pay on it by like $500. Yeah. I don't think that. I mean, I don't. I think they're getting themselves in a pinch along with a lot of companies. The drivers, there's going to be a real driver shortage soon because you got Americans leaving because of pay. You dropped it by 70%. I'm telling you, they dropped it hard. I've been saying this for a long time. I wasn't lying. If you hear it from a trucker, and then you only believe it when you hear it from a politician, you're an idiot. You hear it from a trucker, he's probably, and especially if multiple truckers saying the same thing. But on top of that, you got all the illegal drivers and drivers that are foreigners that are going to be gone if they're not supposed to be here or whatever. There won't be as many. Not all. I guarantee you, not all these guys aren't supposed to be here. Some of them are here for, legitimately and right, but because they hire a lot of these guys, man, they just do. But that undercuts our pay. Period. They get paid less. Oh, really? That's funny. No, my loads are stressful. My loads, I mean, you're driving 3,400 miles plus a week. We'll just call it 35. You're running back and forth 6 days a week. The seventh day, you got to make it back on time so you can get your reset in, so you can do it all over again. Now, when they drop the pay by 30% total, that's what that is. Even though they've raised the pay percentages on some stuff, sometimes they've dropped it. So it's created an issue. Do I do them or not? And I told you, as long as I get over that number, there's a number I have to be above. I have to. Like, that's why I keep saying I don't know if I'll keep the truck or not or what'll happen, because I cannot get that number outside of what I'm doing. I can't get it off the load board. I can't find it consistently. Once in a while I'll get it, but consistently. So as long as I'm above that, I'll be all right. I'll keep running. But if I get my stuff back and I have the loads that I got right now, and they don't drop those by $1,000, because if they do that, then it's going to drop me below where I need to be, and I can't do it. I'll have to let the new guy that comes in thinking that that's great money. But anyhow, I could try to trade. I've always had that in my back pocket. And right now, today, like we're talking about this one, I bought that on Friday. Today it's up. If I can do that 3 days out of the week, then I can do better there than I can here. Kind of, because I don't have the stress, the bills, and all the extra nonsense, But that's not always, it's not consistent. Just like trucking's not consistent, trading's not consistent. And I'm not that big of a guru at it, if that makes sense. Especially if you want something like Open Door or LAC, you've got to buy it and hold. You got to just be ready to hold. Yeah, and over time, this way will pay out more than that way. Over time, short period of time, like you could have bought $5,000 in Open Door and made a lot of money off of it at $10. You could have. Anybody could have. 1,000. I mean, when I even said that to somebody, if you had your money in there, You only had $500. If you had it in that stock, you would have been good. You would have started. You would have had something to trade now. You know. So. No, it's WWR. OP. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's completely different than what we were discussing. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What's the price on that? Damn, dude. Yeah, you were right about it at 119. That day it dropped down to 118, 119. You should have bought it. No, you didn't. I told you don't do it. Yeah, I told you don't do it. And now you didn't do it. Yeah, it's going up. It might go up. It might go up even more, man. But remember what I said about October. And remember what I said about these stocks and stuff, man. They're going to pull back this month sometime, and they're going to pull back hard. There'll be a sell-off, profit taken, whatever you want to call it. Damn, that's a big run, dude. That WW. I wish I knew this OPTT would do that. That would be phenomenal. Did you see AMD jumped up like $60? AMD, it jumped up like $50, $60 or something. What's going on, folks? Come on, guys. I gotta change my mirrors. That guy about got hit. They're right on my bumper, dude. You can't be right on my bumper, man. That's dangerous. Whack-a-mole. Well, we'll see, man. They just jumped up. They just jumped up from like 60, 65. That's kind of how they do them on that one. You know? They kind of... Not yet. I don't think so. Not yet. And the reason why is because it'll come later this month. It'll come. They'll have a reason. Like, hey, you know, this is what's going on. We dropped it because this is happening. Even Bitcoin was up to 125. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't like holding once I'm up. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm risking that money, you know. But it could also hit 70 cents and pull back a little bit and go to 80. 90 and then $1.60. Yeah. Oh well, if it does that, I'm gonna be really happy if I'm in it. I'm really happy. I ain't gonna lie, I need it. I need it to do that because my trading account, even though I have all those profits set aside, the money that you use to trade with is down. It's down quite a bit. And it's probably because I left in profits, but I could have lost on something a little bit too. But, so now it'll just hang out, I think. Nothing. Are they? wish I was able to do all that other stuff, man, but you can't be in everything and be right on everything. But I don't know what's going on with NEGG, but NEGG went from, you remember when I told you when it hit 40 and went below it, that was a buy. Risky or not, I'm saying it, you know what I mean? And I know it's risky, but what has it done? What's NEGG done since it hit 40? It hit below 40. It's called 39. What has it done since then? Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. No, it hit 55 and then dropped to 40 or 39. It dropped right below 40. You probably wouldn't have got it for anything less than like 40, but you bought it. No, it hit right below 40, and that was on the 28th. Now I don't know how many days away that was. A week, a little over, something. But now you see why I was trading it when it hit the number. I should have bought it again, but I didn't, and I could have, and I just didn't. But hold on a second. Let me call you back. I'll call you back. Hello? Hey. I've already done that and talked to them about that. Well, yeah. Anyhow, it's taken care of. Alright. Yeah, I don't know who I talked to, but it was a text message, and then I sent the email in. I can't remember his name, but I have it all. So. Alright, and what's going on with this stuff now? They're trying to cut the loads down and get them back, or what? That really sucks to take a cut. I mean, as long as they don't cut the other one, I can still make it work. But if they cut the other one, it'll drop too far. Yeah, anyhow. Okay. Well, yeah, as long as you got something back with it, it is. And if you don't, because most of the time when I was running that, you had nothing. There's nothing over there to run back, see? You know what I mean? So, anyhow. Running back and forth definitely isn't good. Yeah. Alright, well, if you can get that early one for me, that'd be great. I don't know if you can, but... Okay. And as far as that other one, I just have to show up. That's how it's been working. Like, I don't really get it beforehand. Very, very rarely. So, if he's going over there, just show up. And the only reason why I'll be back. I'm gonna try to run straight up and grab one of those in Virginia on my way back up. At least that's my plan when I come back out. And then, however you guys get them set up, I'll do it. All right. Okay. Well, as soon as I have it. All right. Yeah, if you can do that, would be great. And what I'll try to do is, get him to understand that I'm going to just do that all the time, and then maybe we can get somebody else over there too. There's enough for like 4, if that makes sense. Right now, sometimes there's more, but yeah. So I've been trying to do 3, but anyhow, I'll do you said Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? So that could be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. I'll try it out like that, I guess. Yeah, because if I did it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, then that would be Monday, Wednesday. Anyhow, we'll figure it out. I appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I gotta take that, but yeah, I was on the phone. They're giving me crap again. I'm like, hey, what? You guys ain't got nobody to mess with? So they're trying to get me set back up on what I had before, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I don't know if I want Monday, Wednesday, Friday because it's messing me up on the other end. I think Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday would be better because Monday I'd be there, and then Wednesday I would be there, and then Friday I would be there. But then that would mess up Monday. Okay, I can't do that. Anyhow, I'm only going to be able to do 2. So, if I do 1, 2, plus still be okay, I guess. I don't know. It's all right. Oh yeah, it's still okay. It'll be all right. I'm losing some money, but it's quite a bit of money, but it's all right. As long as I can hit that mark, I'm not going to complain about it. Especially if I don't got to look at loads, fight for loads, or stress about them. I can just do them and go. Oh, Terminator or anybody there just watching. OPTT. Talk about a risky one, huh? I got in that bad boy. Alright, this truck's not doing this, bud. Come on, Big Daddy. Turbo. Come on, baby. Take him out. Go back to your Muslim country, sir. Or at least have respect for ours. Thank you. That's all we ask. Respect what we built. Yeah, man. I'm thinking about bowing out of it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure what it will do. I'm taking a risk at running it up.
Set down with off.
I'm running it up a little bit, so yeah, I'm down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. It's OPTT, baby. Dirty dog. But it has ran up in the past, that OPTT, to 80 some cents, and then before that, back in January, it took a nice run, man, and it did it pretty quickly. Like, it hit 50, 80, $1, $1.60, and then fell from there. It took about a month to fall back down. After that, I remember buying it at 50 cents after it fell, and then getting a little bit of profit, started to lose it, and then it fell down to 30 or something. I can't remember, but it fell pretty far down. And then I had about, I can't remember how many shares I had in that stock, but I had some of that stock for a long time, and it's up now, so that's good. we'll start playing around with it. And of course, LAC, I'm watching it, waiting for it. Maybe it'll come back down. Open Door, still that trade. It's constantly trading between like real close to $8 to $8.60 or whatever, then back down. It's constantly washing itself up and down, up and down, up and down. WWR's done real well, and I remember buying that one for under 50 cents and playing that quite a few times. Last time I sold it for $1. I was on live when I did that. And that was back in July or I can't remember, June or July. I think it was July, end of July. It was after Open, because I had sold Open, kept my profits, and I bought that one, the resource one, same day Open had shot up the 21st or whatever. I remember them being together, and I had part of the money in that and some of it in Open Door. So that ended up paying out pretty good. Both of them did good. But holding it till now, shoot, I'll be up another 40%. Should have kept it. But I'm not sure what they're doing with OPTT. I just know that the next level is 65 cents, and that's where it's at. So we'll go from like 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65. And then from there, it can jump from 65, it can jump way up or go back down. And it normally goes back down. So it is a little risky for me right now to be in it. But, I mean, and it's up, I ain't gonna lie, it's up good for me. I bought that yesterday, it's up 13%. Not 16 like it is. So 13% about. I think I bought it at 56. 57, I think. So let's see it do another cha-ching run, baby. Go ahead, jump on up to 70, 80. Just go up enough to pay off my truck. Let's just go to $10. I think that'll do it. I think 5 will do it. 5 or 10. Finish paying the truck off. Just in that stock. Hopefully that happens. Everybody start praying for me. I've been blessing this guy, needs to pay his truck off. We'll be okay either way. I'm just kidding. You can still pray though. Looks nice. Looks real nice. Looks too nice. But I'll be honest, man, I should probably bow out of it. Stop being, greedy, whatever. But we can do some big moves, man. Some big moves. Oh gosh, what's going on up here, folks? Well, things are getting ironed out. They're not as good as I want them to be, and that is a little frustrating. But maybe they won't mess with the other side. That would be great for me, honestly. So, we'll see. listen to the window. Well, folks, I can't believe that I made it through all the bull boo boo. I told you they were going to come back around, didn't I? They're not as good as what I thought, but I told you they'd come back around. They can't do it. But I don't like what that company's doing, man. That's greedy shit, man. Greedy. Because all they're doing is taking the extra money off the top. That means they make an extra $1,500 a week off my truck. That's dirty, man. Dirty! But it ain't too dirty. As long as I got that other one. If they cut that one back, it will be bad. That would, I guess what I'm trying to say is they take that much money and then they take it again. It's gonna hurt. I don't want to work for that. I want to work for $20,000 a week profit. Yeah. That way I can work 1 week and take off 2 months. Make the truck payment come back out. As long as I can keep working 2 weeks, man, and still make it work, I'll do it. As soon as that's gone, I'm gone. I'm not going to go that far back, man. These things, there's so much that's got to iron itself out in trucking, and it's just, I don't know how I've made it this far, to be honest with you. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, that's what it is. Terminator said he wants to hear me complain every day about the truck. But, then we got to put up with his nonsense and get him to understand not to chase everybody off with his craziness. He's a very abrasive character. Very. He's a combative AI generated bot, right? I don't know, man, what to do. I don't know what to do, man. Don't know. LAC needs to come back down to about $5. I'll buy it. Because it's going to 10 someday. That SAVA did good today too for a good, like a fast trade, down and up. I saw that before I even started today. Like 358 to 385 back down. The 358 to 385 was good. It's just you would have used a day trade to do that. So I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it. But somebody to put an order in on OPTT at 65 cents. They just bought it up to 65. So I don't know what they're doing. But maybe they can put an order in all the way up to $1.20. Cha-ching!
Terminator said, "Who the hell you talking about?" Face green smiling.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Terminator said, "This is a truck stimulator."
I didn't say nothing. nice and quiet in here on the long format, ain't it? Well, bud, we got the rest of the day, and then my butt will be at the house. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff to the truck. That's why I got to take it home. I've got to take it there and do the mattress. I think I know where I'm going to get that, because I can do that in the truck with the trash can right there. And then the mud flaps, and I need to stop at Rush Truck Stop. I need to call them first and see if they have it. But that'd be great if they do. So, bam! And as long as we can keep the profit on the truck up above what, I don't even know how to, I don't like talking about it like numbers exactly, but it has to be above a certain number. And that number isn't that high. I don't think it's that high, but some people probably would. But it's got to be at a certain point where I can't financially make it. But I think it'll be all right. Even if they knock a little bit off the other one, as long as it wasn't too much, and I guarantee you they do it. As long as I don't lose it completely, it'll be okay. The loads have gotten even a little less heavy too. They're like 5, 6, 8,000 pounds. So that saves in fuel. But the one thing that this company doesn't know about is we're running mountains, man. You gotta consider that. And that's why these loads pay so good. They're running over mountains. They're running through the worst part of the country, at least on the East Coast, with weather and the most dangerous roads. And they're running
Cool said
late
make
at night.
sure you vacuum out the mattress area before you put the new one in.
Oh,
Watch for spiders.
It's clean. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, man. I got that all taken care of. I move that bed around every couple weeks, and it's clean. Spiders will get in your truck, and they will bite your butt. All right, folks. So yesterday, I think OPTT traded about 14 million shares. I don't know. I have to get somebody to look at that number for sure. But I think we're already at that point.
Terminator said get rid of that mattress in your blow-up doll nasty.
Uh-huh.
Ricky Poole said recluse spiders love bunks.
Yes. That's right. So I went on Joey Whispers Live last night for a second. He's in his garage. And Ride Along was in there. 18-wheeler was in there. YouTubers. And he said he threw it out there. We should probably do a podcast, all four of us, at one time. And, just talk for a couple hours. I was like, heck yeah, man. The last standing American truckers. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think it'd be interesting. I think, it's a speculation. I think OPTT is going to take another run up over 70 cents. If it does that, it could go 80, 90, $1, and it won't stay there long, but it could run up. And then we'll see. It's going to come down first, a little bit. But 70 is the next line. 69 to 70 is, if it's got to get past that, then I'll have a little bit more faith.
Yes. It would be just like the Three Stooges. Face green smiling, face green smiling.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? After this, man, I can't be driving back down south. It costs too much money. I even tried to take a load, dude, and just both of them got messed up. This happens so much over the road, and that's another problem with trucking, man. It's so inconsistent. If I can bring home a certain number every week, man, I'm better off doing that, even if it's lower than OTR. Like, these are OTR loads. They're just, I already want them, you know, I already tried to set them up. I've had them once, and now they're going to apparently do it again through a different company, but I'm going to start running them through a different company. They're paying less, though. I don't like that. But it stops me from looking at the load board, wasting time on the loads, wasting time at shippers canceling on you after driving 300 miles or whatever. And then what happened today is backing in and getting canceled on. I need to get paid for that. Now, I shouldn't have to ask for it, but I'm going to have to remind them. Yeah, I want that TANU. Because they get paid TANU, so you know. All these brokers get paid TANU pay. You got to make sure they give it to you. And they'll still take some of it, I guarantee it. It's like, you know, $300 to $500, I don't know. It might be more.
Ricky Cool said there must be some money in just moving rail containers in Florida.
Well, Ricky, as long as they don't mess with that other half of the load, I'll be good. Somebody's going to want my stuff, so. And I have a feeling, you know, it's going to get a little bit more difficult. Because the same company runs that too. I've just been able to get it somehow underneath their nose. It sucks, man. It sucks that they're really pulling that much money off the table. That's just really sucks. But I did the math on it earlier, and it's okay still. It's still all right. But you can't survive off that, man. It used to pay about like $1,500 more. I have a feeling they're going to knock it off then.
Ricky Cool said you need a dedicated contract.
That's what this is.
Ricky Cool said didn't understand what you said.
I already have that. It's happening. It's getting set up. It'll start now. So when I come back out, I'll have it. So I'll have it set up again. Same thing. Almost. It is a little different, but it's about the same.
Ricky Cool said good.
as long as like I said, Ricky, it's a loss overall. If like from last week and the beginning of the year when I was doing it, it's a loss. Total, it's a big cut, but it's not big enough to push me out of it yet. If that
Al
makes
said,
sense.
"Good afternoon, Flip."
As long as I have it back and forth,
Welcome
it'll be
to
alright.
Al.
Hey, what's up? So, still great. Grateful to have it instead of not have it, and it's definitely better than anything else I could get. It's still a reasonable amount. And if they drop the other side of it, then it might become unreasonable. They're gonna have trouble with it. Because guys are driving back and forth because there's nothing there, and the guys that have to drive back and forth cannot do that. Plain and simple. They can't. They'll literally make no money. That means that at the end of it, that's what they're trying to do. Because, like, if you did that, you could make a paycheck. Now, your paycheck would be like $300, $400 for driving 3,400 miles. That's what's happening. That's how all these companies do it, man. They try to make it so that there's not enough money on the table. That's what they do. They take it, and
Marcus Lesko said, "Honk for
they're
us."
definitely taking it.
Face fuchsia white eyes, face fuchsia white eyes, face fuchsia white eyes, face fuchsia white eyes. Welcome to Marcus Lesko.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. Yeah. My bad. You're connecting logistics. Cool. Excuse me. Oh.
Tony
Excuse
T.
me.
Lex said, "What's your merchandise?"
At least my
you are
man was
transporting
American.
Today?
He's an American boy.
Welcome to Tony T. Lex.
Probably lives in Alabama or something. I wonder if I ever guessed any of this right when I passed by. That guy's not American. He's an American. I'm sure I do. Dude, I ran into a guy, man. I was really bothered about this last night, and maybe I shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to. I go in to get something to eat at a restaurant yesterday, like, just something you can get to go. And I had to wait for them to prepare some food they didn't have. And I'm sitting there waiting, and the guy gets up in line and walks in, and he's got this weird shirt, like from a different country, like he's from a different country.
I'm from Pearland, man.
And I know he is. I know he's from a different country, but he's wearing his clothes. But the way just the atmosphere is the way I can put it. Very uncomfortable. Like, this guy had a dark past. That's what I'm saying. A dark past. I didn't even want to look at it, man. Like, you could just, like, he's here now, but you can tell he wasn't a very kind man. That's the best way I can put it. I don't really get vibes like that very often. But that boy, he gave it to me, man. I was like, dude, give me my stuff, let me get out of here. It was very uncomfortable. So. Oh. Can't believe I'm driving another 870 whatever miles home empty, dude. Damn it, Ricky.
Pop-Tart Gone Trucking said, hey y'all, sparkling heart, sparkling heart, sparkling heart.
What's up, Pop-Tart?
Welcome to Pop-Tart Gone
Where's
Trucking.
my toaster strudels?
Huge
What are you
Tiger
doing,
said
dude?
you are talking
Volkswagen,
about
what are you doing, man? What is this? What is this? Are you playing? Excuse me, sir.
Huge Tiger said I just came in who was not kind.
I don't know, maybe I ran into Huge Tiger yesterday. I don't know, man. But I doubt it.
Pop-Tart Gone Trucking said hugs flip hugs everybody.
Good, thank you. We're making it. Man, it really does suck thinking about how much that is a cut, though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, that's a big cut. I tell you what, that equals out to being, if you worked every day, all year long, the amount of money they're trying to cut off the top is a whole entire trucker's pay. That's what that is. They're dirty, dude. Gosh, they're dirty, man. These companies are ruthless. They just see something. If they see something, they take it. Does that make sense, man? They've done it every single time I've done it, man. Every single time I get to that point, this popped over the back of the head, they take it. They see you're making money and they take it. They don't want you making that. They want you to make below a certain point and get down there even farther. Like, they don't want any trucker making over 100 for sure. For sure. And if you start pulling it out, man, sooner or later something happens. It just does.
Pop-Tart Gone Trucking said Terminator, how you been? You done lost your tools, Flip took your wrench.
Oh no. I don't think he cares. Maybe he does. Maybe he's thinking about that day and night. He's dreaming. Having nightmares about losing the wrench. I doubt it. Yeah, no friends or family, man. Can't have wrenches. No. We'll give it to Pop-Tart, see what happens. Huge Tiger. See how they deal with it. I'll be honest with you, it seems like everybody that has a wrench gets targeted. Somewhat. I'm going to tell you what, though, man, that IREN, man, I can't believe that thing just kept going up and up. 19, 20, 21, 25, 28, 30, 40, 50. It'll be at 60 here shortly. That's insane, man. That thing just kept going.
Tony T. Lex said no. Was making tea.
Oh no, man. Oh no, man.
Pop-Tart Gone Trucking said I don't want wrench flip, I'll block Terminator twice.
Right? So he was that mean, right? I told him stop being so mean. But the meanness that comes out of him is not really, it's joking, but it's still mean. We're just ruthless like that, I guess. But yeah, you know how it goes. People can get out of hand, including me. Especially with these cars being in the middle lane. Sorry, trucker.
Oh
what are you doing braking for? What the hell's that about? What are you doing? GMC? What's that about? Something wrong with these people, man. I think it's
Pop Jargon Trucking said it's okay, Flip. How you've been doing?
Doing okay. Like the loads that I used to have, I lost them, right? To a point. And I've been running them, and I've been seeing them, and I knew it was about to come. I just felt like it was. But
Pop Jargon Trucking said I'm finally home.
they gave me an opportunity to get them back, but told me they're going to take $500 off each load. So, I mean, $350 to $500, that's what it is. And I'm like, that's ridiculous, man. That takes out all, that's my money. That's my paycheck, really, you're taking. That's all they're taking. And I have the other loads still, which I have a feeling they're going to go do the same thing to that. But if they don't, then everything will be fine. And I'll run it. To be honest with you, I'd prefer not to even have them back and have them stay right where they're at right now. Everything the same way. Because I would do better that way financially. Come on, man. We're doing this again, dude. Don't slow down now. You're already doing it. You're already going to speed. Not like I could just go around them. But I should get that back. So.
Terminator said they are pulling your chain.
They are being
Pop
ruthless
Jargon
about it.
Trucking said I'm at the Raleigh-Durham RDU International Airport, $500 off each load. That is insane. Why would they even do that? I've never heard of anything like that. Why is that?
I don't know. I've been running the same loads for off and on and dedicated for like 2 years, but off and on before that, it's been 4 or 5 years. They've paid the same for 4 or 5 years. They haven't gone up or down. And now all of a sudden they're going down. It's the company taking more money. That's what it is. It's not a contract change. It doesn't happen in the middle of the year. The contracts are ending. I know when they end, and I know when they get bid on, and I know when they start. So it has nothing to do with the contract other than they wanted to take more money and profit out of the load. And that's what they're doing. All right, buddy. This stuff's over. Can we go now? Please? This middle lane crap is just frustrating, dude. Come on, man. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Unbelievable. It's just greed in a big corporation. That's all I can say that it is. I don't know. But I either deal with it, let things iron out, because they will change that. I bet you the price will have to change. It'll have to go back up at some point, because there's no way you can just run that. And they'll get it. It'll kind of work for a little bit, but people will realize after a while, it's one way, one-sided, and there's nothing on the other side. It's just in one of those areas.
International Airport today. I'm sorry to hear about that, Flip. I wouldn't mess with it if someone's stealing your money.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can do about it. So.
Tony T. Lex said drive on far right lane.
Yo, what's up, Mark? It's flip-flop trucker dog. Nah, I'm heading south. I had one load I was supposed to go pick up, and he's like, "Oh, we never got a request for that." I said, "It's still sitting right there." What are you talking about? Another driver has it. Okay. So I picked another one in Florence, right? And that one canceled. I backed into the door and it canceled. I'm like, damn, cool. All right, well, I'll drive south empty. So I'm headed down south. So, but I heard something through the grapevine, and you're not gonna believe this. This is some BS too. Not only are they gonna get that route back, but they're gonna pay about $500 less per load. It's a little bit more than $500. So. $50. So it's going to 12. Yeah, they're going to drop it down to $12.50, $12.40. Yep. Wow, I was right. And I told him, I said, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, sure, it's an okay load, but I'm running mountains. It's you know what you're doing. You've done it. So I just said, I don't know. If I don't have everything I have now, and that changes, or you drop that by 1,000, then I can't do it. Right now, I can still do it as long as I have it.
Smoking cigarettes, staring at children playing in a playground. That is sure that is what I don't got. How about that?
Oh, really? That's good. Mine was, my best one was it was 10. Little over. It was a little over. But it's because of that load back. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Tony T. Lex said everybody move to far right lane.
Yeah. It's trash. No, it's trash. Yeah, they're trash, man. I don't know what to do other than what I've been doing. And what happened is I haven't had any dedicated route or anything. But my old setup that I had before, I had a connection to the one back. The one back pays pretty good. But I can so if I go over, I can get one back. And I've been going over without it, just running 2-3 of them a week to try to scrounge by. And then I started getting one back over, like I started asking about it, and I don't want to run late. That's the problem. I don't want to run overnight. So when they have these 6, 7, 8 loads, I don't want to do it. But I said, look, I need to do it. Let's if you got something, let me know. So I started doing it last week and the week before I did it. So I had two over and 3 back. Worked out great. In fact, I'd keep doing that. Of course, anybody would. But now they're taking so much off the top, man. It's a lot. I don't know, but that's what they're doing. It definitely seems like they're trying to push the pay down for everybody, flat rates. Like everybody. I think it's just greed from the company because the contracts don't change. The amount of money they make off each load doesn't change. And they're already making double what they're showing off of us, at least, as a broker. You know what I mean? So they're making money. I think they lost him. Oh, and the other thing is they're withholding probably 70% of all the loads that are decent. They're withholding them off that board. Like hoarding the loads, giving them to drivers, new owner-operator, because they're babying them. What they're doing, you know what they're doing. So if you become a new owner-operator now, you're really a company driver. They dispatch you with a load. And I'm like, what the hell? Why would you even want to be an owner-operator if you're not really an owner-operator, just making payments? And you're being told what to do, when to do it. That's a company driver. So be a company driver. So, you get what I mean. There's no reason to do that. I've never been... I don't want to do that. So, when you go to a load board, like I went to the load board this morning, And I saw a whole bunch of loads that paid good. And now what they're saying is they're going to cut all those loads down by what I said. Just that set of loads, those set. But that's quite a bit of a drop just for those.
Terminator said leech.
And they've already dropped them. Yeah. Oh, I like it too.
Pop Jargon Trucking said pea pies.
You're never gonna get it. Yeah, that's what I try to explain to people when I'm running this live. I expect a certain amount, and I expect what you're saying. That's about what I want. Now, there are times where I get 2. There's times where I thought 1 was phenomenal. 1 was great. Like, I'm happy as hell I'm getting a full $1, you know? But the times have changed. So, since everything's more expensive and everything's just higher in general, your pay should go up a little bit too. So what you're saying is a perfect number. And I'm running 3,400 miles a week, so that's a pretty damn good paycheck if you think about it. But yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. And they're trying to hit it dead on the head with that. And yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I'm agreeing with you on that because that's what I try to tell people that they're going to make as an owner-operator out here. They're trying to give you $1,000 a week. If you want $1,000 a week, you think that's good. That's good for a normal job if you're working 40 hours or less a week and you're going home. It's not okay for a trucking job because you are working to 80 to 100 hours a week, period. You're sitting around off duty somewhere waiting. You're doing this and that and the other waiting. And you're driving 60, 70 hours.
Tony T. Lex said
so
this was
if you're only
now.
getting $10 an hour, why would you be a truck driver? That's insane. Yeah, I do the same thing. That's what my goal is. 2 weeks, 2 weeks off. So you're doing the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Pop Jargon Trucking said this is what I see a bunch of drivers calling me and filling out
So you're still over there doing those loads you were talking about a while back ago. Yeah.
Terminator said the broker wants $500 to go buy LAC.
Yeah, that's why I got the one back. Same exact reason. I'm getting it before it's then. That's good. That's good. I do the same thing, man. You just you rub their back a little bit, treat them with respect. You know, talk to them, get to know them a little bit, and yeah, going about your day. That's awesome, man.
Pop Jargon Trucking said they are trying to change their jobs because their costs of living is gone up, so they have to make the money to make up the cost of their living.
Nice. Yeah, I'm probably running more miles or whatever, but it's okay. I just, it's all right. I guess I'm gonna try. No. They're all gone. Everybody's gone. Yeah. There ain't nobody, dude. The only one I know left is Todd. And that's it. And he in and out. The other guy caught his truck on fire, and he's out. And dang, DOT got that boy. Oh, I don't know. It just caught fire somehow. I don't know. He was on the side of the road. Yeah, I know.
Terminator said home James.
Yeah, I would too.
Jargon Trucking said, so I charge by the hour for my equipment.
I know.
Tony T. Lex said, stick to the far right lane, otherwise you won't get any contracts.
$2,400 to $900 for the load. They're getting greedy, dude. It's getting bad. Like, I'd prefer them just to iron out all their problems that they got right now and the greed that they got going on, and just get trucking back in the same, and get it back in order. Because just like you, man, you got probably about the same, ideals as I do. You want that number. You want it every week you're out, full week you run, and then hell, you'll go home afterwards. Yeah. Yep.
Terminator said, Pop Tart people don't rent used coffee makers, face green smiling.
Yep. These scale houses, I can't tell if they're open or closed, man. There we go, they're open. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, and
Pop Jargon Trucking said
anyhow, I'll pull into it. I'm empty anyway. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. I heard there's a mass exodus of, guys like me and you and owner-operators in general. And I don't know about company drivers or what, but there's been a lot of people just quit and give up. So, and I get it, man. I told them it's difficult. Don't come out here. I mean, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. Not now. If you don't have a position like you, or you don't know what's going on, or you're not in the situation you are, where you're getting loads before they go to a load board, or you're helping somebody out completely do certain things and making your money and then going home, or like myself, where I have that one half of it and the other half comes when it comes, and I make decent money. I mean, I've done good. This year I've had some of the biggest weeks I've ever had in my life in trucking, but I expect that to occur. You know what I mean? Not go backwards. Yeah, so you're 100% invested. It's a risk, 100% risk. Your safety's on the line, your job's on the line, your truck's on the line, your livelihood's on the line, and you're out 24/7, and you're working a lot of hours. I try to tell people you're working more than 2 jobs. It's 2.5, 3 jobs, and it's literally what it is. So when you're out, you're just constantly working. You got constant people on your. I don't know if people have been bothering you lately. It's like all of a sudden they have nobody to talk to, and they're calling you saying, "Hey, you forgot to do this, or you need to do that. This paperwork's not here." this filter's not there. And you're like, why are you bothering me? Even though I don't own the truck, I get that I don't own the truck 100% yet. But why are you bothering me about something that I did back in February? Like, what are you doing? Are you not looking at your emails? Do you not know? It is. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had any problems like that, but I've had other ones where they just I mean, I'm like, you guys don't have any drivers. You guys don't have any truckers to even bother. That's the problem right now.
Welcome to Michael Neal.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. They shouldn't be paying them $90 grand a year. You're not a truck driver. Truck drivers aren't even getting that much. Second, I think Trump's gonna stop that. He's trying to stop that from happening. He doesn't even. You know what they don't want? They don't want foreign companies in America, in the country, running the country. That's what we got. Foreign companies in America in trucking. How many foreign companies do you know that own trucking companies in America? That's right. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. All the money's going outside, and they got a control of our transportation. And they're hiring B1 visa drivers to come over for dirt cheap and putting them in the truck. And then they're going to do what you're saying. Take that $90,000 a year dispatcher and throw them across seas and start paying them $20. It's greed. It's not only greed. It's wrong. Right. That's right.
Terminator said quit trolling Poppy.
I know. Because he didn't have insurance. He left. Yeah.
Terminator said you can't help it, face purple crying.
Damn, dude.
Company had covered this, and he doesn't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, that's.
It makes my premiums go up.
Yep, that's what's going on. Too many foreign companies not holding the right insurance, messing up. They're messing up everything, dude. They're messing up everything.
Well, you can thank the Democrats for that because, you know what I'm saying? You want to give them the bottle. They said, hey, Mr. American truck drivers, you're uneducated. And, oh, by the way, we're going to import 500,000 immigrants and give them CDL license.
Yeah, I know they did that.
Thank the big trucking companies because they all went out and got them. USA Truck got some of those. Prime got them. You go right down the list, and each one of them hired all these guys.
Yeah. Yep. That's insane, man. DOT's hot out here, dude. DOT is hot.
Man, I wanted to swing by the scale house, and the ship is talking to this person in the phone via Google Translator, and he's giving them the freight. Now, they should be held liable if he has a wreck. You knew that guy couldn't speak English, but yet you gave him the freight.
Yeah, I know.
Not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I do the same things. I can compete with anybody, like you're saying. As long as it's a fair playing field, I can do it. If it's not a fair playing field, what can you do? You can't do anything.
You can't do nothing. You're dead in the water.
Yeah.
And trust me, as soon as my numbers go down, I love what I do. I am out the door. In my mind, my bills are not a lot. I do pay a lot for tuition for my kids' school because I don't want them to go into debt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest expenditures. Look, I need $4,000 a month. It's not a lot, but I've been averaging take-home net between 12 and 17,000. That's my range. I want to stay right in there. As soon as that fucker dips below 8 for 2 consecutive months, I'm gone in the 3rd month. Unless I'm sitting at home. If I sit home for a month, I'm not expecting to earn. I can understand those numbers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't like sitting at home because you lose money, and if you're not careful, you lose money while you're out, and
yes,
it just sucks that way too. But
hey, how's the YouTube treating you?
I'm on it right now.
Oh, all right.
Hold on just a second. There you go. Yeah, probably on a live it was over 1 million. Yeah, I backed off of it a little bit because I'm just trying to make
Terminator
things
said, "Where
work
are you? A campground?"
in trucking, so.
Terminator said, "Truckers campground."
Yeah.
Phil Collins 420 said, "I'm at a campground down by the river."
Straight off the boat from Somalia, baby. Coming in with a DOT number in the millions. 3, 4, 5 million. Hey man, I'm here to pick a load up. And they don't say that. And they're sitting at $1.50 profit. I mean, $1.50 a mile for the load, and the load pays, $2,000 for 500 miles, and you're over there running it for $600. That's the problem we have right now. And the company that they're running for takes all the damn money. They take it all. So they're not.
Terminator said, "Living in a trailer down by the river."
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm bothered by it, dude. I am. I pray for our country all the time. Dude. I feel bad for the people that are here.
You can't live off that anymore. I don't know.
You mean a good moral
Tony
uptick.
T. Lex said, "Wouldn't trust other truckers in the live chat."
Yes, sir. I'm proud of it. I'm proud that there's a good moral uptick in the country, because it is disturbing watching all these people. I ran into a foreigner, and he was from Somalia, but I ran into him yesterday at the getting food, and that guy made me more uncomfortable than I've been in years around somebody. And I didn't even talk to him. Like I backed away. Like I just felt so uncomfortable around him. Like his life was very, very different than mine. And he's in our
Phil
country
Collins
now.
420
But
said,
I don't
"I'm
know
running
what he
for
did
$10
to
a
make,
mile."
what he did in his past, but it made me uncomfortable. I just got that feeling like he would take you out in a heartbeat, man. In a heartbeat. No thought, no remorse, no nothing. He would just take you out for whatever reason. And they don't value American lives. They definitely don't value American lives, but they want to be here working in our country.
$10 is good money.
Everybody likes the money, right? If you told them what we make normally or what we expect out of our truck, dude, they would shit their pants. They'd be like, "Oh, I ain't getting treated fairly."
Phil Collins 420 said, "I like money."
And it also has it's also with contacts. Having contacts with people that also are American workers in American companies, an American facility, and they speak to you and they're like, "Gosh, it's nice to speak to an American." It also helps out. Yeah. It's nice you can back up. It didn't take you 45 minutes to get in there. Well, it shouldn't take me 45
Phil
minutes
Collins,
to back the damn
420
truck
said,
up.
I can't believe I put 50K on open the other day.
Oh yeah, somebody hit one of the guys the other night at the truck stop, and no insurance, no. Like, how are you driving a truck with no insurance, man? How are you even on the road? How does that even happen? So when you look at what's going on, how do you even get a CDL with a no name on a CDL license? We can't even do that. Like, how we get it? You can't get away with that stuff. How do they got free reign?
Pop Tart Gone Trucking said, I'm a millionaire and I don't see it all. I have a bunch going out daily, weekly, and quarterly. Tony T. Lex said, you put it on what?
She should have done that. It's not racist. You cannot drive a semi. Why do we have rules as American citizens, and foreigners come into the country and it's ruleless? You have no rules. You abide by no rule.
Phil Collins 420 said, are you at a fast food joint?
I know. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy too. I mean, that's disgusting that happened, but it also brought a lot of people's attention to, the right side of the track, as they would say. Yeah, it is.
Phil Collins 420 said,
Yeah.
Immigrants are here to help us.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That many people are in line to go to church. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, we need some help. We're getting it, I guess, and that's part of probably what happened to Charlie caused a little bit of this. It caused it to turn around a little bit. So it is a shame. It's disgusting, but it also is good that it's happening, I suppose. But yeah, we need to clean our country up, man. It's bad. It's destroying our country, and people aren't really paying attention to it. And if they're against it, then they're really, yeah, right.
Phil Collins 420 said, I'd like to clean our country.
Yeah. I did. Boy, I talked about it a lot. I talked about how many, like 80% of the trucking industry turned from straight American drivers. I'm not talking about black, Hispanic, or anything. I'm talking about American. And then it goes straight Somalia and Ukraine, Russia, Japan, Germany, Asia. That 80% all of a sudden just whoosh, right in the door. That's what I felt like, because that's what I see. Like, you don't see
said, I'm heading to
the guys you used to see 3 years ago. They're gone. And they're like, oh, we have a shortage. Well, we don't have a shortage.
Trucking said, I have
the only thing we have a shortage of is being respectful to a truck driver in their time and paying them correctly. This isn't a job at the flea market or supermarket. This is a job you have to go get an $8,000 to $10,000 piece of paper with some training for 3 months, get in a truck for another month, do a whole bunch of backing up, and then all while you're not messing up. You mess up, you're done. You back into something, you're done. You didn't even get into your own truck yet. And then they put these guys in these trucks, and they're dude. I saw this one guy the other day, and he was like an Indian driver. Of course, he had his turban on or whatever, but he's driving with no bumper. The side of his truck, he had nothing. You could see straight his batteries and everything. Nothing on the side. His whole windshield looked like somebody threw a brick at it, completely shattered. And this was over in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm driving beside him. I look over. I'm like, oh my word! I wish I had that on video.
Said, I got
like,
my CD
first of all,
online.
That's a straight shutdown. If you get caught, they're gonna shut your ass down.
Phil
You ain't
Collins,
moving that
420
truck.
said towel.
But they're running it anyway. You get what I mean? They don't care. They don't care. They don't care if they can run for a month. Great, and they don't get caught. And me and my buddy talked about this too. That's part of the problem. These guys are running all over God's creation.
Pop-Tart
now you're starting
yes,
to
you can
see.
get a CDL
Because I'm in, I think, Kentucky or Virginia, somewhere over here. But now you can see. I just saw DOT. The scale house wasn't open. That's good because those guys are running at night. They're running over the weekend. Times they know DOT are not out very often or not out much, and they're trying to work the system. You know what I mean? I can drive without a CDL and no nothing and not get caught for years. You know, not get pulled over. And of course, when DOT's out there looking for trucks to go by, I think what they're specifically looking for certain things. Truck drivers that have those DOT numbers you're talking about, truck drivers that have their trucks all jacked up,
said they have a
and then if they can see inside, a truck driver that might not, you know, kind of look the part, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I think he will. It's kind of crazy, you know, how everything went down.
Phil
you know,
Collins,
he's still around, and Charlie,
and
it's just like that, click of a finger, you know, kind of situation. But it does suck, man. I didn't like any of that going down. It bothered me.
Terminator said they're looking Joe Biden trucks.
But all right, man. I appreciate it. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That's not me. I've been staying in the lane, man. All right, bud. All right, take care, man. I love you too, bro. Thanks. Bye. All right, guys. I'm about to get off here because we're gonna lose you when we get in here. We're gonna get a truck wash.
Cheeseburgers.
And get a truck wash and get out of here, man. Man, I gotta stand up and stretch or something. But I was talking to Mark. You guys have seen him on the live once in a while, yearly, Marky. But he's doing pretty good. He remember he told me he tried to go to California and do those loads he was doing. They only pay like $4.50 or something, but they're really short. It's like 50 miles or something like that. But he's doing about as good as I am. He's got the same rules as I got. And he said if he can't get it, he goes home. I said, yeah, you're doing the same thing.
Phil Collins 420 said you should go to California.
No, man, I think I'm going to do good right where I'm at, man. I haven't completely lost faith 100%, Phil. They're offering me my loads back, but they're trying to take about $500 off of each load, which means I would lose 3 loads a week at that much. But if the other side of it works, it will pay okay.
Phil Collins 420 said you should get into the oil field.
Yeah, I should get into a lot of things. But you know what I'm going to get into? I'm going to get into this truck wash, and then I'm going to get into a wash my butt situation afterwards. I'm going to wash my bum. So, I told you that OPTT stock would start coming down a little bit, which it is.
Phil Collins 420 said you should get into open.
No, not yet. Not yet. I want
Cole
open
said
to come
make
down.
sure to wash the truck good.
Yeah, I gotta make sure they don't knock off my Starling, but they wash around it good. Just don't hit it hard, man. Okay, just don't hit it hard. That WWR is doing really well too. It's kind of wild that some of these stocks have broke that dollar mark. They were penny stocks, and
Ricky Cool
it's doing
said
good,
fuel
man.
prices may go up. A refinery is down.
Yeah, you can go back a month on this WWR and see. Like when I bought it for like 65 cents, and I sold it at $1. It was a good hit. So I'm gonna try to hold on to this OPTT.
Phil Collins 420 said I sold a bunch of secured puts on American Airlines.
Nice. Well, be prepared, guys. Be prepared. The market's gonna fall a little bit. Okay, it's gonna happen in a couple weeks, and also, you know, hopefully everybody's waking up to what's going on out there. I'll be back on in a little bit. You guys, I'll see you maybe in about 20 minutes, okay? Maybe 30 minutes. I'm going to get off here, and I'll get back on in a little while. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. And do what you can to keep this dang country in line, man. Everybody needs to go ahead and start saying their prayers again, probably. We'll see what happens, man. But even the companies that just bought other like trucking companies that are in this country, we need to back off the ones that are not from this country. So the trucking companies that are here that are not American trucking companies, they need to be reined back in. And I thought about this the other day, like with a couple big ones that I know of that are not American anymore. It'd be great if you could get somebody like Elon Musk to just buy them out. Now, buy them out and keep the dispatchers and everybody in America. Keep the truckers' pay in America. Don't let it go outside of America and then come back in. Or make it in America and it goes outside. We cannot let our big companies just be dwindled away to nothing in America and be owned by different countries, Russia, Europe, Germany, whatever. We need to own our companies. And I feel like people that sell out to foreign companies, sell their company to foreign countries, they're sellouts. They're sellouts. You did that to make a little extra money maybe, but you're a sellout. Anyhow.